Hey there guys, Matt here, and today we are once again talking about Spyro 4, and I kind of wanted to do a wrap up to everything that happened last week in regards to the big teaser that we got. I wanted to clarify some things in regards to the teaser that we got last week from Toys for Bob and some of the comments I've been getting in regards to what this actually means, because there is a lot to break down here. And I do kind of want to clarify the big thing here is this really a teaser for Spyro 4? Is this really something new? Is this me just, over exaggerating as Canadian guy A, over exaggerating as everyone else who believes it's a teaser, over exaggerating? Is it just a reignited design but in a different style because Nicola Saviori's art style has changed over the years? This is the kind of thing that I wanted to clarify first. So the big thing is, am I reaching? Is this a Spyro 4 teaser or not? I just want to let you guys know that yes, this is in fact a Spyro 4 teaser. I don't usually make videos like this where, I talk about reportings and leaks and rumors and stuff like that in teasers unless I am absolutely 100% certain about it. And what I can tell you guys is that yes, this is in fact a teaser to Spyro 4, and that design of Spyro is his new design, because the fact of the matter is I already did my breakdown in previous video. This is not the Reignited trilogy Spyro. This does not represent Reignited. This is a slightly older Spyro that takes place after Year of the Dragon in the Reignited trilogy timeline, I guess you could say. So with that being said, I just want to let you guys know that I've seen the comments, and yes, a lot of people had a lot to say about the tease. A lot of people are excited about it. There's also a lot of people who believe that it's not a tease and that's just his art style has changed, and I completely understand that. And if that's what you believe, I completely respect that opinion and I understand where you're coming from. I just want you guys to understand where I'm coming from and how this is in fact a teaser, because let me just break one thing down for you guys. I have been a Toys for Bob fan since before the Reignited trilogy. I have been following Toys for Bob since the Skylanders days, and while the teases from Toys for Bob didn't necessarily start until the Reignited trilogy was coming out, what I can tell you is that I do know for the most part how this studio operates. And what I can tell you is that this is 100% a teaser. Now, one of the things that I wanted to get into with you guys is to talk about the sole idea of, oh, maybe Spyro 4 is not coming out in 2026 and that it's coming out in 2027, because when you look at the image here, that very does clearly look like a 4. The 2 and 7 kind of look like a 4, and there has been some people that have been saying, hey, maybe this means Spyro 4 in 2027 rather than 2026. And I just want to clarify this right here. I want to clear things up. That is not the case. The reason why it's a 27 is because Spyro has turned 27 years old. The game is not going to be coming out in 2 years from now. It is most likely coming out in the fall of next year. However, what I can say is that, the 2 and 7 definitely look like a 4. 100%, I do agree with that, that theory. I think that's also another cheek and tongue thing, is that a lot of people didn't really talk about this. I didn't really talk about this in my video, that the 27 looks like a 4, mainly because the main teaser to me was the fact that Spyro has a brand new design. And I'm like, oh, obviously this is the teaser, but then it's like, well, no, then this is also a cheek and tongue teaser as well. That's also sort of in your face because it very clearly looks like a 4. But, with that being said, I digress. A teaser is a teaser. What I can tell you that is that no, they're not implying the game is coming out in 2 years from now. I believe that the game is coming out next year, especially with what Liam Robertson had to say a couple months ago back in June about the game. If you guys haven't seen that video, go check that video out. I'll definitely have a link in the description to that if you haven't seen my June 2025 wrap-up video on the whole Spyro 4 report from Liam Robertson. But anyways, with that being said, with what he had said about the game and from the other things that I have heard myself in regards to the game, which I cannot really give too much information on at this point in time, what I can say is that Spyro 4 is coming out in 2026, and really what kind of sets this in stone for me again at least as of right now, is what Liam Robertson had stated back in June on his Patreon podcast. With that being said, that's where I am standing on this whole 27 shaped like a 4 could be the release date in 2027. That's where I stand. It's not coming out in 2027. The game is coming out next year. And really now the question is, where we are at currently with Spyro 4 is, what now? Where are we with the game? It's like, okay, we have our first official genuine teaser that is not just a purple background with a question mark or Toys for Bob saying to hold on to your horns until they have a future announcement and stuff like that. We have a first look, up in your face teaser of what is to come, and the question is, what now? What is next? Where do we go from here? When does the game get revealed? Well, I also did a video on that, which was talking about how the game could potentially get revealed at the Game Awards, which, again, that could very well happen, but it all depends on the release date and the timing. If the game is coming out in the fall of next year, we might not see this game get revealed until Summer Game Fest 2026, so we would have to wait till June. However, if the game gets released in June, then the game would be revealed at the Game Awards. At least that's what I am hoping. There could also be the possibility that the game does get revealed at the Game Awards and still comes out in the fall of next year. That's still a possibility. However, we will just have to wait and see on that front. Regardless, we, as of right now, have another 3 months of waiting until Game Awards 2025. So we'll just have to see how it goes from there, if, you know, Toys for Bob does any further teasers and whatnot. But if they don't, in the event that they don't and we don't get the reveal at the Game Awards, guys, I do think that we are going to be in the long haul and we'll have to wait for June of next year to get the reveal. And that's not bad, because then once we get into the new year, we're already halfway to June, and then the countdown can truly begin to the reveal of Spyro 4. And heck, who knows, it might even get revealed sooner than that. It could get revealed in April like the Reignited trilogy, or it could get revealed at the beginning of January. Who knows? So with that being said, let me know in the comment section below, when do you think Spyro 4 is going to get revealed, and where do you take it from here? Where do you want to see the game go from its marketing standpoint? What do you want the game to be? And the question is, what do you think comes next? What do you think we go from here? What happens? How are they gonna market this game going forward? That's really the main question out of all this. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to do this update video for you guys and really just get into the discussion and really clarify some things from the comments on my previous video about Spyro's design in the new game and all that stuff, and what I actually think of it now that, you know, it's been basically a week later, and you know, I've had enough time to digest it and really think about my thoughts and talk to certain people about it. You know, I'm still in the belief that this is the design for Spyro in the brand new game, and that makes me excited. So let me know in the comment section below, what do you guys think? Like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all in the next one.